I've always been fascinated by people who pretend to be big characters just to get a lot of views online. For example, we have the Dr. Disrespect, the Filthy Franks, the Andrew Tate. Yes, believe it or not. He's just pretending to be this over-the-top character just to go viral as hell and make millions and millions.
اندرو تيت يعني هو طبعا صديق. الشخصية اللي يبرزها هو في شبكات التواصل الاجتماعي كاركتر يعني. بيرسونا يعني. وشخصية إعلامية فقط. بس وراء الكواليس هو يعني رجل آخر.
But there's one wholesome guy that's been getting millions of views on TikTok. He's been the 16th most subscribed YouTuber when he was 15 years old. He's been on Project X, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and a lot of other movies. And he's the most awkward guy you'll ever see in your entire life. Dax Flame.
Cool, yeah.
If you don't believe me, just take a look at this interview.
This is Dax Flame. You're kind of a pioneer in YouTube. Yeah? Are you in character now?
No.
So you started posting on YouTube in 2007.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's boring as hell, but that's his entire shtick. Now, a lot of people have been wondering whether or not it's a shtick. Is it real or fake?
I'm Dax Flame, and today I'm gonna see if I can make a stranger laugh. Maybe I could try to make you laugh?
That is super easy.
Okay, cool, okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
You know what? I'm pretty hungry right now. I could really go for some noodles. Oh, there's a big thing of noodles right there.
Oh.
I feel like there's definitely something there, and I'm glad I tried it.
Is this really how he is? He started posting videos when he was 15 years old, and he was getting millions and millions of views on them. This is his first video.
Hello, Video Diary. This is my first entry. Good morning. My name is Bernice Jacques III. My dad was the second one, and my mom...
Okay, I think you get the gist of it. But here's how my friend introduced me to Dax Flame.
I think he's brilliant. He's a genius. I think he created a genre that didn't exist before. He like, you don't know if it's character or if he's actually like that. In my opinion, it's most definitely character because his interactions are too perfect to be real. Like, it feels like a character. It feels like he's doing the worst at everything.
Sounds like me, am I right? So this brings us to the first question of the video. Is Dax Flame faking it? Is it actually a real character? Is he really that awkward? He's either really smart or really boring and awkward, but still getting millions of views because of it. This is his interview on Project X 12 years ago.
It's about a party that goes out of hand, and they can't stop it, and so there's explosions, and there will be police helicopters.
He's in character, right? This is kind of confirmation that Dax isn't playing a character. I love how he still stays in character. Dax Flame is a bad A. And this comment is 12 years ago. People believe that he's a cool kid pretending to be an awkward kid. And then people coming now to say, imagine how many people thought this, then realize it's the real him. LOL. And it's not just random people online who don't know whether Dax is a real character or not. It's even the same with big creators and YouTubers.
Dude, I am 100% absolutely stumped on this kid. He's literally either the most brilliant person ever or like the most brilliant person ever in a completely different way. Right. I have no idea. But if that's true, that means he acts this entire time and stays in character. I have no fucking clue.
The more you look into it, the more that you kind of believe that Dax is actually awkward in real life because he has no reason to act in front of these YouTubers where no cameras are around. But it can't be. He's captured the attention of big YouTubers and millions of people online. Surely it has to be orchestrated.
I find him to be one of the most interesting people I've ever met because I feel like there's so much more going on that he doesn't talk about.
I think that was the whole draw of Dax Flame. Is it real or not? Right. You know?
I met Mr. Dax Flame.
I opened the window this morning, but I closed it now.
Coolest kid I've ever met. Oh my god. So cool. And real. Yes, quite real.
So it's no secret that we love characters that are so larger than life that make us wonder whether this character is a real person or not. But this guy was so big that he's actually indirectly responsible for the biggest YouTubers that we have right now.
I'm a massive fan of you.
Thank you. That's nice. Thank you.
Dude, I, like you, started YouTube when we were very young, around the same time, and I watched Dax Flame, brother.
Cool. Okay, in 2007.
Yes, dude.
Cool.
Yes. At one point, you were the 16th most subscribed channel on YouTube.
True.
When you were 15 years old.
Yes.
Dude, You're an OG.
I watched his videos religiously. I didn't know what they were, whether they were real or fake, but I was so mesmerized by who he was.
I am ready for school. It was so embarrassing.
While doing research for this video, I discovered this stand-up comedian that was famous in the 70s and 80s, who you can basically describe as Dax Flame before YouTube. Andy Kaufman is an entertainer known for his unconventional and often bizarre performance style. He's known for elaborate hoaxes and stunts that blurred the line between reality and fiction. Just like Dax Flame, he has that level of awkwardness in him and also the embrace of silence.
It was 3 people, and they carried the biggest cannon, and so he.
You can see how he clearly, deliberately places the ums and the unprofessionality. It shows that a person is not really a comedian. He's trying to do the comedian's job.
So she say, "Don't look at me." You know, because they could not shoot. They have the cannon, but they could not. They have no cannonball. They could not shoot. Do you understand?
And that clip specifically reminds me of Dax Flame. Here's how Dax Flame reacted when Logan Paul asked him to tell him a joke and try to make him laugh.
I love how advanced phones are getting, but it also kind of scares me. Like, do you ever just like eat a lot of snacks and then someone calls you and you're like, I'm glad my phone isn't 4D right now, because if it was, this person would definitely hang up right away. And imagine one day they add that feature and you just have to like use mouthwash and cologne every time someone calls you. And your friend Darren calls and he's just like, wait, have you been eating snacks again? That would be funny.
That was the entire joke, but look at their reaction.
Okay.
Because of what you just said.
They laughed hard, but it was essentially the same method of telling the joke. He's saying it as if he's never said a joke before.
Do you understand?
It's as if Andy Kaufman made the Dax Flame character. There's another clip of Andy Kaufman. Here's how it compares to this video of Dax Flame getting 7.7 million views.
Why everyone is going boo on like the joke when I told some of the jokes, and then when I don't want you to laugh, you're laughing. Like right now. I don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I think it's not working. So I think thank you very much, and I'm sorry. And
now watch this video of Dax Flame doing stand-up comedy that's gotten 7.7 million views.
Life is crazy. Life is truly crazy. We just act like everything is normal, but think about it, it's a crazy situation we're all in. We wake up every day and we have to pretend like everything makes sense, but all day, every day, but it's actually pretty crazy.
Now, this type of comedy is not for everyone. I've watched the Logan Paul podcast, and overall, you can describe it as being pretty boring. Dax responds with just one-word answers, so it's kind of tough for people to interview such a person, and you can actually tell by the amount of views that video has gotten compared to other videos on Logan's podcast. But whether Dax's personality is real or fake, people seem to love him so much, especially online. These are the comments on Logan's podcast. This feels like evil popular kids making fun of the autistic kid by pretending to be nice. Dax is too innocent for this podcast. And I have to agree, there was this really obnoxious moment when Logan asked Dax about his body count for some reason.
Are you a virgin?
No.
Attaboy. Well, I just had to ask, bro. Well, you seem so sweet, Dax. You seem so innocent, like a man of Christ type thing, like awesome, just good morals, and everything about you is just I like. And that's not to say that virgins are like that. I just had to ask, bro.
Logan continually trying not to get canceled and looking at Mike just to try to make sure he's not saying anything wrong. Then 2 seconds later,
what's your body count? I'm sorry, bro. Well, what is it?
Next question.
Okay.
Nice,
Fair. Sorry, Dax. Sorry.
Imagine being so obnoxious that Dax is kind of uncomfortable by you. It seems that he cares a lot about other people and how they feel. He has a lot of empathy.
He's too considerate.
Can I ask you more questions?
Yeah.
Did it hurt your feelings? Do you want to shake my hand if I'm worried about sickness? I haven't touched my nose, I don't think.
Oh, let's just do this.
Imagine worrying about the other person not wanting to shake your hands because you have the flu. But at the same time, he has extroverted tendencies. For example, iDubbbz and Dax were looking for people to participate in a game show that Dax wanted to do, and they had to approach people in the street. Dax had no issues with it, but for iDubbbz, that's where the anxiety came in.
Are you doing the thing where you absorb the sun rays? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Does it work? Do y'all watch YouTube? Would you watch a YouTube game show? Why not? Do you watch YouTube?
As you can see, like Dax was able to approach people easily and didn't have a problem maintaining conversation. But iDubbbz, on the other hand, the super charismatic guy,
Getting a little overwhelmed. Okay, let's get you in there.
No, like in a bad way, like I don't want to do it.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's just,
do you want to try one?
My anxiety's like pretty high.
We don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Do you want to do it to challenge yourself?
That might be a good idea. Okay.
You got this.
Excuse me. Do you watch YouTube?
Yeah.
Can I just ask you a couple questions? Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Do you want to ask one of our friends?
Well, I think I've personally, I think I've had enough.
Okay, one more?
No.
Okay.
I feel bad for iDubbbz. It's almost as if the roles have been reversed and iDubbbz is the awkward guy. Dax encouraging Ian to step out of his comfort zone, but accepting a hard no was actually really sweet. People like the guy. There's also his Jubilee incident. Jubilee made a contest and asked Dax Flame to come, where they asked 6 people to split into 2 teams.
If both teams choose blue, then they'll each get $300. If one team chooses red and the other chooses blue, the red team wins $1,000 and the blue team loses. If both teams choose red, they both lose.
So the worst thing that could happen is for both of them to choose red, and that's exactly what happened. Throughout the entire video, the only person who wanted to choose blue was Dax, while all the other contestants wanted to choose red, and they kicked Dax out of their team simply because he was perceived to be too weak. Not only that, when they got asked who wanted to be a leader, Dax is one of 2 people who didn't raise their hands, while all the others wanted to be leaders. He was also the last person to get picked to join the team, so his sweetness killed him. All the comments see this and empathize with him. I wish I could beat everyone but Dax. They all treated him so badly. Dax may not have won the money, but he won the hearts of every person in the comments. Interesting how the most unpopular person inside the video was the most popular on the outside. But here's the problem with Dax. Dax used to be the 16th most subscribed YouTuber, but also that was in a time where YouTube didn't pay its creators. He stopped creating simply because he didn't have the money to sustain that. After he got big on YouTube, that's where he got casted for Project X, 21 and 22 Jump Street, and he's been trying to live off of that for a long time, but he wasn't doing really good financially, to the point where he had to work 2 jobs. One of them is in an ice cream shop, but finally, after all those years of trying and being misunderstood, he seems to have found his niche on TikTok. Lately, Dax has been creating these awkward, short videos on TikTok, and he's been getting millions of views and a lot of support, and that's why my friend sent me this audio.
He's a genius. I think he created a genre that didn't exist before.
In this envelope is a check for $15. I would like to ask you to please place this on the ground behind you. I'm going to have 30 seconds to try to get to the envelope and rip it up, and if you guys can stop me, you can keep the money. So the 30 seconds begins now. Okay, so
take it back?
No, so I won, but nice try.
So I won, but nice try.
So they're gonna take a second to strategize, and then we'll do it one more time. I won't listen, y'all don't have to. Okay, 5, 4, 3. So now we're gonna try again. The 30 seconds begins now. And, okay.
Compare that to Mr. Beast.
Okay, I give up. So awesome job.
Let's go.
Thanks for watching and have an awesome.
Like, just compare that to Mr. Beast video.
This is the largest slice of pizza.
Yet he's getting similar views. Well, I wouldn't say similar, but he's getting a lot of views. That's what matters. The fact that he didn't use music at all. The fact that he's showing the boring, uninteresting parts where he says goodbye to them awkwardly and silently and then cuts with the fade cut. Dax Flame was not strategizing on how to get the envelope on the second try. He was strategizing on how to say he has given up.
I just bought this water to give away to people because it's 100 degrees today. Let's go give these away. Since it's so hot today, I just wanted to give out some water.
Some water? Is there a catch?
No, it's free.
Oh, it's free. Okay, man. Thank you.
For sure. Did that brighten your day?
Like, I would say the most awkward thing about this video is the silence after he gives him the water, where the guy smiles to the camera and tries to be normal, and he's expecting Dax to say something, but Dax doesn't even say anything. And you might think that's deliberate, but I've looked at videos from 5 to 6 years ago of Dax, and it's the exact same thing. It seems that he has this embrace of silence in his personality.
I see my boy Dax Flame, one of my favorite YouTube channels, in 21 Jump Street, acting. Hollywood.
Do you have a question? Or a compliment? Thank you.
No,
I don't know.
No,
I think it was more of like it was more. I think it was more.
Would you like to build off of that?
So notice how Logan had to ask him, would you like to build off of that for him to actually say anything? Like usually a person would build off of it without being asked. That's what makes Dax special.
I just ordered a pizza, and when the food delivery person gets here, I'm gonna invite them to take a break and have a couple slices with me. I hope this will make them smile. The driver's name was Brandon.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you. This has never happened in any other delivery.
Are you happy?
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know what that outro was, but okay. It's the exact same elements. I'm happy for Dax personally. It just shows that on social media, no matter how awkward and boring you think you are, people are gonna resonate with you and your content and your personality, and they're gonna see themselves in you. I'm awkward, and here I am with 80,000 subscribers, but it can be 80,001 if you subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.